my skin. How could love wear so thin? I'm sinking in the hollow ground. Nothing can stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, we won't be alone. Feel the thunder shake the open ground. Won't give in, I'm fighting for the crown. Heavy clouds are way above my head, like all of my regrets and things I never said. No, got a feeling, shiver in my bones. Something's coming, but nobody knows. Angels rage, they come down from the sky to fix these broken wings and show me how to fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could spread my wings and fly. Take it in and breathe the light. Lead me when I lose my sight. Finally we're seeing paradise. There's no need to roll the dice. You're the devil's sacrifice, breaking down the door to steal the throne. Spread my wings and fly. I burn the sky. I see the fire in your eyes. I come alive, and I feel like I could.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another Champions League matchup. Tonight we do have Lotus and Bloom already kicking off for a beautiful best of 5. And just as we're getting on here, Calm slams one right into the back of the net. It's going to be a heck of a matchup tonight, but I'm not alone. Twix, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Ready to be here, ready to be in Champions League. But we do have a little bit of drama as Vox has to go in 20 minutes. and starting out already down 1. They did not want to play with a sub. They wanted to play with Vox. So we're going to see how this matchup turns out and if he has to leave mid-series. But already a little bit of back and forth in this game after that first goal here, as Yuba's going to take possession, take it up the wall.
Absolutely, and there's already a lot going on between these two teams. There's been a lot of trash talk. There's been a lot of just kind of back and forth between these teams, so this is a very personal match. Vox knowing Calm from SBC and haven't been tooth partners in the past, and Yubo also as well really wanting to be able to beat Miss. Lotus needing with this matchup to really just prove overall that they are a legitimate team within Champions League, and I mean they gotta get that ball rolling at some point in time. But right about now, you got Pax trying to get a push up. Vox stuck around in that corner. Again, the one that they're kind of dependent on to make this a quick series creates that opportunity and gets shut down at the line.
I totally agree with what you were saying earlier, but Lotus does need to step it up a bit because in this matchup, already going down 1 with just 4 seconds into the game and not getting anything like on net or just in that goal entirely. Lotus needs to step it up as they are attacking more often, but just cannot find a hole to get into this game. As Mist is going to take possession off the back. Going to get a little bump by Yubo, but Yubo kind of bumped him into the ball. Pax looking for a shot, going to get shut down. We're going the other way with it again.
And I mean, again, for what has been a very close start with this 1-0 already, I mean, still expecting a few more shots, a few more offensive pushes from both of these sides, but really have yet to see anything just yet. Sugar now trying to get a pop away, but it gets beat by Calm. Yubo now getting the knock away. The man, the myth, the legend, the meme himself, Yubo trying not to crash out in this matchup already.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yubo didn't have all the boost he needed on that play to even get close, and that might just be it. Oh my goodness! Calm coming out to play. What a 50 by Calm off Sugar's car. Oh my, oh wait, he just hit it into Sugar. Oh my goodness. What a way to start this series out. Bloom not gonna let Lotus get this match point like lead here as we're coming in. Vox needs to get out of here, needs it to be quick because he has to go real soon, but we don't know if they'll be able to take it up a notch as it is on target. But Calm, man, the myth, the legend, really carrying Bloom all the way to victory in this one. Sugar goes up for a high one. Pass just off the crossbar. Pax was there in time to clear it. And looks like Mist gonna try and take a shot, gonna pop it up, looking for a touch. Vox shuts it down immediately. Calm puts it back on net. Sugar with the save. Mist butts at Vox, looking for a shot, not on target. Calm's gonna clear it back downfield. As Yubo takes a shot and denied by Calm again. Little backflip save here to not let Bloom into this game. As Yubo's gonna take possession off the clear. Mist beats him. Is any player there? Calm almost there. Vox shuts it down immediately. Pax shot on net. Sugar denies it. It is a save fest here in this matchup already, setting the tone of this series. As Yubo looks for the first one, not gonna get it in time, and Calm might be there. Crosses him up off the crossbar. How unfortunate for Team Bloom here. Oh, and it's on target, but denied by the crossbar. Pax looking for 1-2. Yubo shuts it down. We're coming into the final minute here.
No, and I mean, again, around that Lotus roster, you do have Sugar, you do have Yubo. Vox kind of being that larger player on the roster. We're not seeing Jax tonight on the field just yet, or possibly at all. But I mean, this is still a great push from Bloom. They've been getting a bunch of shots on. They've been trying to push that offense as Pax tries to get a reset and get an additional touch. Goes over and gets blocked on the line by Vox, and we're on that rebound now.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. No shots looking here on net as Pax looking for the third, maybe to seal this game. Coming into the final 15 seconds. Little bad play by Bloom as Vox going to clear it off the backboard. Low boost though, so he's just going to try and get to the Sugar. Pax going to take it back. Calm kind of redirects it towards net. Maybe it's in. Is anybody there? Yubo! Does Lotus have a chance? With a little miscommunication from Calm and Sugar to gonna put the pressure on Bloom for that easy one for Yubo. Will they have a chance? Maybe a kickoff goal. Send this game to overtime. 3 seconds left.
Might need a miracle, but Sugar gets a pop towards the mid, tries to keep it up, and unfortunately no fruit from the tree there. But Bloom taking that game one initial, and I mean, Bloom kind of expected to take the initial win, to take what is this matchup, because they are third in their division, coming off of a 3-2 win against 1NE, and being power ranked. There's a lot of faith in this roster, and I mean, Lotus needs to find a way to sneak themselves in and make an impact right now, because I know they might have one that needs to go, but at the same time, you got to make it worth your while.
Totally agree. Bloom will need to step this matchup if Vox wants a chance at getting to where he needs to be on time, at least. So, oh, did I say Bloom? I meant Lotus. You know, same thing. Both a flower. Here we are. Game 2 kicks off by Sugar. Oh, wait, the net's open. Is Vox gonna be there? Oh my goodness, what a way to start out game 2 for Lotus here in this series. Not already down 1-0, but Vox gonna do what Calm did, score it within 4 seconds of the opening kickoff.
Yeah, and good morale boost for them to get that ball rolling, get that open net, start off with a simple 1-goal lead. It gives your team just the good mental boost that you need. Now they need to be able to reset and add a few more. But ball hanging around that mid as continues to push, running off the back wall, and packs up, trying to get a knockdown, looking for a player mid, but nobody there as two had rotated back and looked to reset, but one's dead now. Calm with that pop up straight into Vox. Yubo now with the opportunity. Trying not to crash out, trying to get an extra touch, but running out of boost in that process. Can't waste boost in this economy like that. Calm now, trying to get a push away. Orange trying to do everything right now in their power to have no reflection of what game 1 was, because as soon as they let that pressure on, I mean, it's hard to stop.
I definitely agree. Bloom, they are looking at the shots, but they're not getting them on target as Pax sets up another teammate that just isn't there. Yubo, I've noticed, is really like low on boost all the time. When he started pushing for that one ball and popped it up mid, he just did not have the boost to do it. As Pax looking for a shot, Yubo's gonna deny it. What a save by Yubo. Yubo really wants Vox to get to where he wants to be. As we're coming into a little over 3:30, as Sugar looking for one. Oh, and it's just off the crossbar. Calm was not there in time for that save. Here comes Pax, gonna get shut down by Vox. Calm whiffs it. Oh no, Calm. We need what you had last game, because right now it is not looking good, as Pax gonna try and get a nice backboard touch, and it's already back in Lotus territory, as that was a close one for Calm. Looking for it. Sugar's gonna have possession here, but Pax just gonna shut it down. A little bit of cat and mouse here in this game too.
Definitely a lot more cat and mouse. A lot of chase as Pax gets a shot across the net, beating two there. Beautiful play. Calm playing off backboard. Two, unfortunately, watching with their popcorn, and we're tied 1-1 right now with 3 minutes still on the clock. But coming off of this kickoff, again, what kind of was that back and forth last game where you, again, two from Calm and then one towards the end. I mean, you really want to stop any sort of forward momentum that the other team's got. And especially in a best of 5 like this, you got to shut that momentum down quick. Otherwise, it could be a quick series, and whatever the strategy might be, I mean, you got to adjust and got to consider that as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially, oh my goodness, Calm. What a redirect, trying to set up Pax, as it's not gonna get on target, but it was just a great play, trying to get Bloom back into this game here, as Sugar's looking for another one for Lotus. But I'm not gonna lie, Lotus just, after that first goal, they haven't really done much. Defensively they have, but offensively it's not looking too good, as not many shots have been on target or put up when they need it the most. Vox looking for it, gonna have a great outlet pass from his teammate Sugar, looking for one off the backboard, Oh, he was looking for the double win. This could result in a easy one for Pax. Pax showing up, not letting Vox go anywhere here, as he will take his second goal of the game and the second one for Bloom to put him up 2-1 with just over 2 minutes to go.
One thing I loved about watching Pax there is he didn't care which teammate or which opponent was in front of him. He just kept bulldozing and was able to put one past, and that's his second. But right about now, this is a great turnaround and just great work from Bloom. I mean, they were needing to have a comparable result last game, and now finally getting back into that groove.
Yes, I definitely agree with you, as Vox was looking for that one from literally the parking lot, I believe. As Yubo, what a 50 by miss. That ball just like stood there. Pax looking for his third, maybe, but no, didn't have the boost in time. As Calm gonna clear it towards middle. Sugar was there to deny it. Missed, up for it, still on that ball. Vox, not all the boost he could want or have at all, but he's still gonna beat Pax, but Calm is just there in time. Bloom looking a lot more offensive heavier in this game too, as they were in game 1, even though they had more gold. Wow, that was the most unnecessary musty I've ever seen in my life, but it works out. Gets it over towards Lotus's side, as Yubo looking for the outlet pass for Vox. He does get the boost. He's looking for the shot. Pax is there though, shuts it down immediately as Calm clears it downfield. Missed there in time, looking for one for his teammate. Nobody's there. It was a little high. Pax gonna send it right back into the corner. Just like they have been all game. Yubo looking for one to tie the game, and we're just over 30 seconds.
30 seconds on the clock. Some last second magic really being needed right now. It's two fakes or two kind of unfortunate touches there going on as that ball is getting chased along the wall there, but quick opportunity for Blue. Sugar trying to get a knockaway, but straight over into Pax. Miss behind him, but running low on boosts. Two sitting in that corner. Are we going to be able to find a way to get that ball mid? Unfortunately not. Yubo now trying to get a body in front and does not get that touch, and it looks like we could be looking towards an ending of the game. Voxno does not want the game to end just yet. 2 up, and unfortunately in the battle of the flowers, Bloom will be taking that, and that's a great way to get things going, because I mean, again, everything's in a rush, but Bloom finding ways to get this closed out as soon as possible and shutting down what has just been any bit of this Lotus side. I mean, you might as well call them, I mean, botanists, because they all have the green thumbs to just be in the right places and that they're growing as a team. Yes,
I definitely agree. And as we're having a little bit of technical difficulties here in this going into game 3, Zohan, what do you think Lotus needs to get back into this series if they want Vox, or to even come back, maybe get a nice little reverse sweep here in week 2?
I mean, they're gonna need to just keep that offense on. They had that glimmer within that last game where they pushed up and they were, again, pinning down this Bloom roster on their side. But if you cannot keep Bloom locked down over on their side, I mean, they are continually being a threat. They're continually making Lotus nervous as possible, and it does not look like Lotus looks comfy at all. I mean, I don't know if they're coming in other than maybe with some cold hands and other stuff like that, but they just gotta do something. They gotta get that offense going, because they are just getting stomped by Bloom right now, and it making the Power Rankings committee look good with what their decision was on this.
Yes, I definitely agree. But the thing for me is their defense is amazing. It's just sometimes third man isn't back. A little bit of double commits, as we saw when they tried to keep it alive, but a little bit of miscommunication, a double commit when they needed it the most. And if they even wanted to try and send that game to overtime, they need the communications. They need the confidence to try and stay in this game. I just feel like Lotus isn't playing the best Rocket League they could possibly be playing here.
And Lotus could be playing a crap ton better, but let's see how things play out. Looks like we are going to be getting that substitution of Jax jumping out onto the field, so we will be seeing ideally 5 games coming in from Lotus. Lotus again starting from an 0-2 deficit within this game in terms of the series. 0-0 on the scoreline, but that's a heavy weight to sit on your mind right now with all the pressure on. Every game, every moment's gonna matter. Whereas sitting over on the Bloom side, you're one game away from ending out this series and taking a sweep and just enjoying the fact that you got the broom in your hand, but gotta see some more action.
As I definitely agree. I agree with you on that one, Zohan. As Jax did come in for Vox, but will that be able to help Lotus try and take this game 3 on match point with, like you said, all the pressure on them as Jax looking for the first one? Not even close. Yubo, not even close again. A little bit of whiffs coming out of Lotus. Not what they are needing right now. But Calm's just going to clear it downfield. Looks like another double commit. Look, the communications needs to be there if they want to try and stay alive in this best of 5 series. Already down 2-0 and being put on match point. When Vox is gone and Jax comes in, swoops in, not gonna... We need to see if Lotus will be able to try and come back from this.
I mean, you're really hoping for it, and I'm honestly hoping for it. I want to see Game 5. I want to be able to see them fight back and fend off the sweep, and Pax wants to shut things down as soon as possible. I mean, one was taking a flight, and Pax, the passenger in the air, just flinging that in that near post. Night based off that goal explosion. But 1-0 in favor of Orange. Pax and Jax sitting on that kickoff. Jax trying to get a pop mid. Unfortunately, Calm getting in front of that and being a wall, forcing a rotation out, and now Calm getting a knock away.
Yeah, I mean, we were just talking how Lotus needs to get back into the series, and then Pax comes out here and does that, and Mist comes out here and does that. What a 50 by Mist. I mean, Lotus needs to step it up. Down 2-0, 316. Sugar could have kept possession there, but just banged it right into Mist. Little unfortunate play here, but Lotus down 2-0 on match point. We could be seeing an early exit.
I mean, could be a very early exit. Looking back at that replay, it really just was a matter of being in the right place at the right time for one of those guys and just coming down, and Gravity really being the fourth teammate, funny enough in that case. But Calm now trying to get a pop off, getting one to jump, gets a pop away, but straight into Yubo. Yubo getting away towards Pax, looking to meet him on the ceiling. Pax taking it away and gets that continued push. Pax looking for a comparable shot from the other side now and does not get the opportunity as they were expecting it looks like this time, but a double commit. 2 sitting in front and nearly a third risk if they had not gotten that away.
Yeah, I mean, as I was saying, the comms, as Mist gonna try and get one here. I mean, that double commit, that could have ended up really bad if Yubo didn't recover. That could have been the most open net I might have ever seen here in Champions League if he didn't get back in time, and that would have put him down 3-0. But, you know, Yubo did land correctly and was back in time as Calm gets a whiff here. Jax trying to push it mid for his teammates. Mist just kind of giving it to Sugar. Calm on the fast break. Yubo is back. Jax kind of trying to own goal here a little bit. Pax looking for another one. Gonna get shut down immediately by Sugar. Here we are, Lotus kind of stepping it up here as the little bit of miscommunications from all of them. But Yubo's gonna try and take it up from the ceiling. Gonna get a touch. Still has some boost. Jax was up for it too. I mean, I don't think Yubo wanted Jax up for that, ideally, but, you know, miscommunications. They just need the comms. They need them there, and they need them there now.
I mean, to each their own. They definitely need the comms up. I mean, they might have that strategy or some sort of plan going, but Yubo putting a shot on it goes wide on that. And fortunately, the back wall is not your friend. It is a foe in this case, especially when you're down 2-0. But Jax getting a 50 straight over into Mist, trying to get in the way, but Mist gets a Zen touch and continues control. Pax getting up and pushing up on him, and a little bit of a miscommunication over on the orange side now, giving Sugar an opportunity to push up. Sugar with a shot on and finds it near post, baiting 2. And finally Lotus sneak themselves on the board and give themselves a little bit more time to get themselves a game.
I mean, yeah, a little bit of... Pax was just trying to push the offense a little bit, and it did not work out in their favor as Sugar gonna find that goal here for Lotus. kind of putting them back in this game. Yubo, what a save. That was actually on target. That could have been really bad if Yubo was not there. But Jax and all of Lotus really playing aggressive now. They do not want to go home this early. Mist coming in from the ceiling, gonna get a reset. He is on Xbox, by the way. Pax! Oh my goodness! Pax might have just said goodnight and might have just had the dagger. Yubo just kind of dishing it to Pax. Pax was not on target, but the Yubo bumped Pax kind of right into the perfect spot for Pax to get that shot and to put his team up 2 with just over 30 seconds to go.
If anybody ever clips that, you might as well call that the Bloom sandwich, because that reset to drop that down, unfortunately Yubo not seeing who was beneath him because he's focusing on everything around him and what's up top on that field, and coming in and Pax just taking that to knock bottom right was a beautiful thing. But 15 seconds on the clock, it looks like we could be grabbing the brooms out of the closet, and Bloom gonna be taking that 3-0 sweep versus Lotus. And unfortunate bout going on here again with the circumstances that were presented, but great work from Bloom, and unfortunate and back to the drawing board for Lotus on this.
I mean, Lotus could have done a lot better. I know it was a rushed game. Vox had to go. A little bit of everything Lotus kind of needed here to even stay in this game. But yeah, Bloom kind of just got the brooms out of the closet, went over to Lotus, and just sweep, sweep, sweep. And they just could not recover from that.
They did not find a way to recover, and again, we'll be going back to the drawing board. The other team taking that sweep, taking that momentum, and definitely going to be taking it in the next week. That'll help with power rankings and everything else, depending on who cares about that and their team. But I don't know if we'll be getting any sort of interviews briefly from any of the players, but any kind of final thoughts before one of them jump in?
I mean, it was not the best, but also not the worst. You know, they didn't really get anything that they needed. They had Vox having to go early, an emergency sub after game 2. Jax was just on standby. If Vox didn't have anything coming up, then that game might have been different. But, you know, they were just trying to rush the game so Vox could get to where he needed to be, and it just did not work out, and they got swept by it.
But, ladies and gentlemen, we do have our interviewees, Calm and Milk, or Miss, excuse me. But, gentlemen, how do you feel about that matchup?
Low-key free elo, bro.
Free low. Dang. There's been trash talk before.
They scored how many goals? 1? Maybe 3?
I want to say 2 at minimum. That first game they did get 1. The third game they did get 1, but that middle one you guys did shut them out. And Calm, you were disgusting first game. I mean, you were just providing opportunity after opportunity. I mean, are you? I mean, who? If you had to give a man of a match to, who would you be giving it to on your team, including yourself?
Myself, obviously. Come on now. I call the shots. I'm the shot caller.
Fair enough. And was there really ever a moment of hesitation throughout all of this, or because I mean these were still relatively close games? These games weren't blowouts. So was there a moment of like, crap, we got to lock back in?
Well, I mean, Vox, sure, Vox is a good player. I'll give him that. But like, no warm up for both teams. It's kind of like any one, like, it's not a set match kind of thing, right? Like, no one has a warm up. So yeah, exactly. It's anyone's game. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's a valid question though. I just don't have an answer for you.
Hey, it doesn't need, not everything needs an answer, but Miss, I mean, any kind of final thoughts on that matchup and at the moment?
You know, I got my first goal of the season, the regular season here tonight.
Let's go!
It was against Lotus, so I can't be too happy. But yeah, no, I mean, we played We played all right, no warm up and everything. I mean, we got rushed on, but I'm happy to close the series out in a sweep.
I mean, Twix, any kind of questions for them before we possibly sign off here?
I mean, it was a great game by you guys. Yeah, like you guys were saying, no warm up and miss kind of that in game 3, that reset to find packs on the play. That was a nice,
That last
nice
game was
play by you.
disgusting.
I mean, yeah, congratulations on your first goal of the regular season, and I mean, you guys got the brooms out and kept your kind of found the way to find the sweep when they needed it most. So I don't really got much to say, just a nice way to close it out for you guys.
Real.
For sure. But ladies and gentlemen, that is our matchup. There still will be plenty more coming on within this next week, I believe, as well as tonight, if I'm thinking correctly. Yes, there will be Tier 1 taking on Big Dub Gaming here at 9:30 as well. And stick around for that. Again, for a matchup of Flowers, there was no flower power. This was a valid matchup and an absolute demolishing. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out and watching. But stick around and watch for those posts, and you'll know when we go live once again for more Rocket League.
Man, Zohan has so much.